How many of you guys play sports? What do you play?
Tennis.
Baseball.
Really?
Golf.
Basketball.
Football.
What would you all say out of large sports takes the most skill?
Tennis.
Probably basketball, I'm not gonna lie. We're talking like
Basketball?
large sports.
Coop?
Probably baseball.
I agree with Cooper. And here's why. So baseball, there's many different reasons that it takes the most skill, in my opinion, and as Cooper's. And for starters, I'd say a lot of it is like hitting. Hitting is what makes baseball so hard. It starts off with the movement of the pitch, all the different types of pitches. You never really know what's coming. You can kind of guess, but there's no certainty. You gotta basically time yourself to what you think's gonna come just off of knowledge. So you can go next one. These are some of my sources. There, like that. How many of you would expect that when you go up there to bat?
Yeah.
That pitch, that is a curveball, which obviously it's a very good curveball coming from a major leaguer, but that's disgusting. I definitely couldn't hit that. In the MLB, the average pitch is 90 miles an hour. Coming from about a little less than 60 feet away, your mind has about 150 milliseconds to decide if it's going to swing or not. I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard. And then, not only do you have 150 milliseconds to decide if you're going to swing or not, but you still have to be processing if it's ball or strike, if it's going to move, if it's going to stay straight, if it's going to come in or out, where you're going to hit it, where you're trying to hit it, what the situation is. It's a lot to think about in such a quick time, and it takes so much hand-eye coordination. It's just, in my opinion, one of the difficult things to do when it comes to sports. You go next one. And another reason baseball takes the most skill is because it's hard to improve. You can go out and play catch with your dad, yeah. You can get better at throwing, but just like some of those reasons I just stated, it's hard to improve your hand-eye coordination. It's hard to improve on picking up a baseball out of the hand. It's hard to improve on, like, baseball is a sport of burst. Like, you can go out and run around a track for miles, and you can get your stamina improved, but stamina doesn't really help in baseball. It's more of a burst, and bursts are hard. It takes a lot of time to strengthen and improve in that area. And then another big problem with baseball is you got to be able to compete, improve, get stronger while maintaining health, which you can never, just like any sport, you can't ever predict when you're going to get injured. So it's just part of the process while you're improving. And then another major role in baseball is physique. It's like shorter guys, they always say it for every sport that it's a disadvantage, but baseball is definitely one of the major sports that height and physique takes place. I can tell you that firsthand. It's pretty hard. It sucks being short. And then teamwork. Here are some of just my stats from this season so far. This just demonstrates on how when you play baseball, you really need a team. You can't just play with one person. Like, for example, I've pitched 7 games. I've given up 6 runs. I've pitched 7 games. There's been 13 total runs to score off me. 6 of them were earned, which means like a hit that I gave up or a walk or something like that. Which just shows that no matter how good one person is or how bad one person is, just because that one guy's doing good, it still takes a team to back them up and everyone to work together to score runs, to keep people from scoring, to get outs. Just kind of like that. Like, here's an example. We played last Saturday against Vion, or 2 Saturdays ago against Vion. I gave up 1 hit going into the 7th inning. It was still 0-0. We were like pretty pumped. We were like, oh, we're keeping them down. And then we had to switch pitchers. K90 goes in, does the same thing. we ended up playing 12 innings, 0-0, and the 12th we finally scored 2 to win. We all came together as a team. We kicked butt. And that's just some of my key points on why I think baseball takes the most skill, is it's just kind of different than any other sport. That's all.